Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel 4 Part 68. In the previous video, we battled Elliot's dad and Nightheart, and we won pretty easily once I just kind of stopped trying to do the win condition that you didn't actually need to do. Now I kind of did intend to go back and do that without dying, just for the lulz. I was recording it a couple days ago, and I had an attempt where it wasn't quite on lock. Like, I think it was like Nightheart was at like 20%, and General Craig was at like 40 or so percent, and then my power went out, and I haven't played the game since then, so it's probably been like maybe 5 or 6 days since I recorded the last video. So we're just kind of, like, we're talking to people. Yeah. So we got St. Arc, Parm, and Titus Gate. And then we have our hot spring scene in Aaron. I guess is why we're here. I mean, I assume it'll involve Agate and Tita. Oh, God. I mean, like, it doesn't have to be weird if the game doesn't make it, which of course it will. Fucking, Green and the others enjoyed the hot spring and took their time resting in the village. By some stroke of fate, an unexpected combination of people. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, God. He was like, why are you here? Doesn't quite live with the Elmo, but that's not half bad either. So, what's up with you, Tita? You're not in a bad mood, are you? No, it's nothing like that. Oh, come on. Up until 2 years ago, I didn't have a single problem getting the hot springs with my family and Agate. Why does it suddenly feel so different now? Well, because Falcon went to the dark side and was like, what if we just sexed up a 16-year-old with like a 28-year-old? Yeah, that seems good. Which is made even worse by the fact that Agate has known Tita since she was literally 12, which is like my biggest issue. I mean, of course, Agate's age and a 16-year-old is like gross. But even if Agate was only like Reen's age, it's still bad because he's known her since she was 12. It's basically my same thing with Fee, where like, yeah, the age gap isn't that big, but Reen has known her since she's 14, so it's fucking weird. Oh, Tita, are you worried things will get too steamy between you two? Oh, God, I hate you. Alright, you know what? We're taking another 5-day break. Let's give her some space, Muse. We were roommates, you know, instructor. Who better to spill your heart out to than the person who's seen your most private moments? If you say so. You've known Tita for 4 years now, haven't you, Agate? And you went to a hot spring together in the past, so would you say she looks more grown up now? Oh my god, this is so disgusting. He's not that 12-year-old kid anymore. Don't even mention the age, man. She used to be so tiny. Oh, it's so fucking gross. Every time I look at her, she's become more of a woman. It really blows me away. It's like watching your little sister grow up. I see. Well, I can somewhat understand that. Guess I misread things between the two of them. Unfortunately, you haven't, because... Oh my god. Wait, how the hell do you know about Misha? God, what? Does she really need to know literally everything? She's not your actual sister. You don't see her as just a subsidy for Misha, do you? I guess Tita's probably mentioned it, which... I don't know. I feel like maybe you shouldn't be mentioning that. I mean, like, I guess I don't have an issue with you mentioning it, but Muse shouldn't be bringing it up. Because, I mean... I don't think Agate's gonna take offense to it, but you don't know him. You didn't just, like, casually bring up his fucking dead sister that he has, like, real repressed trauma over. Huh? Of course not. Tita's her own person. So was Misha. I can never confuse the two of them. Tita's always been charming and likable, so I never imagined she'd end up so beautiful. Why the hell are we talking about this? Hook, line, and sinker. Agate's a pretty reserved guy most of the time. Hey, Schwarzer. Look, I really owe you one, for watching over Tita, I mean. I gotta pass my thanks along to Herschel and Orlando, too, of course. Don't mention it, we've just been grateful to have Tita around. Keep putting her to work, it's a good experience for her. Just one thing. Make sure she doesn't start dating anyone trash or anything like that. When it comes to all you Class 7 guys, no more mixed bathing with her, got it? I'll keep that in mind, so you do have an interest in her, huh? Well, no, it's like a sister thing, and not all people want to fuck their sister, Reen. You just outed yourself. Sorry, didn't catch that. No need to repeat yourself either. we have to go down that route? Like, really? It's so, like, just, indefensible. What's going on over here? If we can wash away the fucking filth of that. And with that, this caterpillar track should be good to go. But I still have 20 more I need to switch out. Seriously, how harsh are these field exercises? And with that, this caterpillar track should be good to go. Okay. Hello. New recruit's life is just train, eat, sleep, and repeat. Can't cope with this kind of life without anything to entertain me, so I got a novel. Fall asleep every time I start reading, though. There's no chance I'm gonna read it, so you guys can have it. Thanks. The very odd Zemurian custom of just passing out books to strangers. But not like the full book, just like a chapter. Like, hey, here's 7 pages stapled together. Have fun. Actually, I received a letter from Corolla in St. Arc. Got the feeling that she really wants to spend more time with me. I had no idea she was so into me. Oh yeah, you're the bartender guy. Like, I knew I recognized you, but I couldn't remember who you were. She's got a pretty tough personality, but even that's kind of cute now. Even just the new recruits training's kind of kicking my butt right now, so I honestly don't think I'll make it back. Having someone waiting for you is such a great feeling. You'll be fine. As long as you don't go off screen. If you go off screen, you're fucked. Just stay on screen as much as possible and you'll maybe be okay. Just follow Reen around. Nobody dies in his presence. Even if you do, you get resurrected. Maybe. Our recruit just got out here. Clark is getting a lot of letters from his little sister. They're both really struggling with this new recruit training. I encourage her to know if there are people in the same kind of situation as me, you know? Unless you're that, like, dude who got ate by the spider. But even then, he was probably fine. There was no body. As soon as we killed the spider and it, like, disappeared, he probably got teleported as well or something. Maybe. I was surprised when I heard the full details. I would have never thought they stationed forces of similar sizes in 6 directions. Operation Jormungand is really an amazing plan. It's all but secured our victory. What's the plan? Oh, we have bigger army than everyone else, so we win? Yes, great plan. We'll make Calvert regret their assassination attempt on the Emperor. They've made enemies of the wrong nation. Yeah. Because that totally makes sense. Operation Jormungand will definitely secure victory for the Empire. Like, yeah, let's kill the Emperor, who, like, has literally done nothing ever, because he's like a little fucking baby boy. Victory for the Empire is certain with the execution of Operation Jormungand. The only thing I can't comprehend is why the 4th Armored Division remains on standby in Erebonian. What are they thinking, leaving our strongest force behind when there's a war to be fought? I want Calvert to be crushed beneath the power of the famous 4th Armored Division. Swift vengeance would definitely honor Viscount Arsade's memory. Bro, you're the only one who knows that he died, basically. 1st and 16th Armored Divisions working together? Didn't think I'd see the day. Lubero knew from the start the Imperial forces were preparing to pass through. Makes sense they wouldn't complain about field exercises in the neutral zone. Hey, what are you doing here? These are requisition resources. If we run out of something, we could have fatal consequences. I'm asking you nicely, so don't get in the way of my work. What if I stole them? What if I requisitioned your requisitioned resources? What are you gonna do? Oh, try and stop us? Fucking try it, coward. Those of us stationed here help out our brothers on the battlefield by doing odd jobs here and there. Can't slack off. Need to properly manage the supplies. You received a communication regarding the specifics of Operation Jormungand. I have my suspicions about the movements of the armored divisions, but it makes sense why they put so much effort in the joint field exercises for the 2 divisions. And at least there's no doubt now. We should put all into our preparations for the upcoming large-scale field exercises. We should put our all into preparing. Yeah, sure. Nothing bad will happen, right? 1st Armored Division and the 16th Armored Division are both here. Then we'll finally start full-scale field exercises. Collaboration between our 2 divisions is essential for our role in Operation Jormungand. I'm starting to get nervous now that the start of the war is drawing closer. It's even more important to keep up our field exercises. The time of our campaign is approaching, but Cassius Bright's behavior is very concerning. On the surface, it looks like he's accepted the government's orders and agreed to remain uninvolved, but I truly hope my concerns are unfounded. Yeah, it's really concerning. He, like, might not let us just, like, invade his country or whatever. Fucking idiot. Did you hear? The 1st Armored Division and 16th Armored Division met up at last. Now it's like they'll be holding field exercises in the neutral zone. Now that I think about it, there's no real reason in calling it a neutral zone anymore, huh? The kingdom may be smaller than the empire, but it's not like they're completely powerless. Cope. Who can say how this will all end? You can hear the restless footsteps of the soldiers traversing the wall. Could it be at the dawn of the war it draws ever closer? I can't do anything myself, but I really hope it won't be like the 100 Days War. I just wish there was some way that I can be of assistance to the troops. Feed them poisoned bread, stall the war. Like, oh no, we keep fucking dying from this bread. Who knows what the reason could be? They'd probably never find out. Just say the bread is cursed. That's the reason. Oh no, it's the Great Twilight, it's backfiring. Who knew it would cause the bread to be poisoned? No one could have seen this coming. It doesn't have to make any sense, because the curse doesn't have to make any sense. I hear that Bertrand got his draft card. Think I'll have to keep seeing with the men of this town as they go to war. It's real frustrating. I hear that Bertrand got his draft, okay. Like the shortest conversation in the history of the frickin' series. Are these new? They are. Okay, well, we'll at least buy Reens. I don't know who we're gonna use for, I mean, I guess we might try and make this squad work for, our cryptid fight. Which we haven't found yet, but why the hell do you have Pandora equipped, guys? Oh, aha, that's new. Oh, so that's, what's her name's? Aurelius Quartz? 35% HP per kill, that's really good. And 14% evasion, what the fuck? So, I mean, that seems really, really good. Even just the first effect is incredibly strong. Like, I think that's, I mean, Chevalier scales higher, of course, but this is much more consistent and probably results in overall higher damage unless you're trying to go for like a cheesy burst strat. Yeah, so Tita, you're like a real member that we can change, and then Agate, I mean, you're fine. I mean, it does kind of suck that you have a Chrono Burst that does literally nothing other than give you 9 speed, because you literally don't have enough arts to cast it. I guess you do combo with Muse, like you're forced to use Muse for this section. So you have her to Art Celebration, but it doesn't really seem that good. Or like that worth. Bro, Tita, you're freaking jacked. I don't know how we make this party work, though. I mean, I guess we could do it, like... because we kind of need a character to play a supportive role. I mean, Tita, you have 16k HP. You should probably be, like, our tanky character. And then maybe we could just make Gaius fast. He has enough mana pool to support. You know, like kind of doing the Una Elliot role of just being fast and casting spells. There's also Crow, but I really want to make Gaius work because we've barely gotten to use him this entire game. Crow will get his time later. Maybe. And then again, it also maybe, like, we did just use Agate some, but I don't know. I feel like we're only going to have Agate for a little bit, so we should bring him along. As of the subsidy skin wasn't bad enough, supplies have really started to get scarce. We're still managing to get by, though. With weaving supplies so limited, you gotta be quick or it'll sell out. I pounce on what I need like a tiger. Plus, Agate's, like, good. I mean, not that Crow's not good. I mean, really, all characters are good. Some are just slightly more good in certain situations than others. Oh, you're looking for Tatiana and Kyrie? They left a while ago. Given everything they're going through, I couldn't well stop them. And the least I could do was send them off with link patches. I'd pack to the gills. I sure hope they're doing alright. Like, I don't even know who I would say is the worst character. And we don't have all the characters here, but, like, even Muse, who I was kind of harsh on, now that she has her suction ability, which is pretty good. Just because there's not many sources of suction and it do hit pretty big. In Art Celebration, once it got the buff to speed, makes it a lot better. Like, it feels, you know... Because, like, really the only big issue with Art Celebration I had was that it only benefits, you know, your arts casters, really. Whereas something like Crazy Hunt, everyone benefits from the speed buff. Even if you're not, like, an offensive, like, if you're not a strength character, you still benefit from both the crit and the speed buff. But now that Art Celebration gives a speed buff, at least everyone gets some benefit out of it. Katan's dad is going to become a soldier, so I have to leave Parm? Dad's been conscripted? He gave me a big hug and told me to be good. How long is he going to be gone away for, do you know? He'll be back in time for Christmas. Definitely. Do we have Christmas? I don't know. Reen, do we have Christmas? You would think no. There's anybody on winter celebration, right? I can't remember. I mean, I would assume there's some sort of, like, winter celebration. Because that kind of, like, that period passes during CS2, right?
Nice place to cast a line or two.
'Cause I remember New Year's happening. But yeah, I don't remember if they ever have, like a winter solstice type celebration. I've been going to church more often recently. Listening to the sermons and gazing at the stained glass pictures helped calm my mind. I mean, hell, who knows? That one tombstone did have Jesus on it, so why not? Just let him have Christmas as well.
There.
Why am I casting here? Yeah, I didn't really
It got away.
want to use my bait there. I'm pretty sure we've caught everything in Parm. So nothing but bad news, Regent Parm. My goal is to strengthen the hearts of the townsfolk through my sermons. Perhaps it'll be a bit too difficult for the young children to understand. It's been nothing but bad news, Regent Parm. Yeah, you said that. Spirits are sinking all around. I do what I can to support the townsfolk in my capacity as a priest. And by that, I mean I just stand here at the pulpit for hours on end. It seems like all the mail Parm's been getting recently have just been draft cards. But I won't give in that sort of morose mood. It's even more important to show determination and resilience now. I should start by talking to people and helping them remain hopeful. And the Parm music's so good. Then I go to the we went to the general store. Yeah, we didn't go to the inn. Yeah, we'll loop around and stop.
Oh, I spy some fish.
At the inn. I hear that pretty much the entire 1st Armored Division has been gathered at Titus Gate for military exercises. But it makes you wonder, why Titus Gate of all places? Think they're planning on making a move on Libero? What's that look for? It's obviously just a joke. Come on, the proud Erebonian Empire would never invade a sovereign nation. Well, I mean, okay, yeah, there was that one time, and that time. Yeah, okay, yeah, we did it then. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah, we have a pretty proud history of invading people, okay? Yeah, we're the bad guys. What I've heard, the IDF have left St. Arc. They haven't received new orders yet, though, so we're just staying put. We're keeping up with our training, and we're ready to march out at any time, but they're still keeping us here. I don't care if they don't want us to go there. Osborne probably doesn't want us to, like, cut his head off, and we're still gonna try and do it. I've been going to church more lately. Listening to the sermons and gazing at the stained glass pictures help calm my mind. I don't really, like, pay attention to, like, what they say, like, about their ideology or anything. I just look at the pretty pictures. That's what you sound like, lady. Dude could be up there saying, kill your family, and you're like, oh man, look at that glasswork. You're not looking to buy anything, move on. Guess you outsiders think Parm's treasures the fine fabrics of the art of weaving? Wrong! It's the artisans themselves, passing on their knowledge and trade secrets from one generation to the next. Bro, how do you have a wife, man? Like, tell me your secret. How do you just be an insufferable piece of garbage all the time, and then... You're distracting me. Go bother someone else. My husband saw Reggie as a promising young craftsman. When Reggie got drafted, he nearly had a fit. My advice is to not talk to him until he cools off. But he's always like that. He's literally always mad. Now, honestly, you know what? I was gonna talk about, like, why would you ever just, like, start yelling at a stranger like that? We did kind of bust into his home, so you know what? I take it back. You're alright, dude. You're justified in being mad at Reen for just busting up in here, getting in your face, and then expecting you to talk to him. Like, he doesn't even initiate conversation, he just stands, he looks in your fucking soul like this. Until you say something? Oh boy, let's go to the manager's residence? Master Collard, you told me everything I know. I won't ever forget what you've done for me. Stop acting like this is the last time I'll see you. You were drafted, not sentenced to death, but like it's kind of like the same thing, dude. You'll go to this war, fight in it, and then you'll come back. I mean, you might be missing a leg, an arm. You know, your head might be all fucked up from the PTSD, but like, you'll be able to work back in and be a good cog for society, won't you, pal? But there's a chance I won't make it back, you know? I could get hit by a stray bullet or caught up in an explosion. Honestly, I've given up my dreams of becoming a fully fledged artisan. Stop that right now. Who are you? I don't recognize my ambitions apprentice in you at all. You'll come back, you hear me? And if you make me cry, I will officially disavow you as an apprentice. I promise I'll be back. Think I'd have to send off my dear apprentice. This must be what it means for something to be heart-wrenching. How I'll tell my wife what's happened when she returns home. I got my draft card yesterday. I've just started making a name for myself as an artisan, and now I have to leave. There's still much I want to learn from Master Collard once this war's over. I'll be back to finish my apprenticeship. Yeah, you'll be fine. You think you can be a conscientious objector in Erebonian? Oh, they just shoot you on the spot if you even mention those words? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it feels good to be recording again. This took a few days. Well, I recorded some Persona stuff sporadically over the last like couple days.
This looks like a good spot to cast a line.
I don't know, it's kind of like, oh, it's Reiner. It just took a few days off, and feels good to be doing it again. A draft card came in the mail the other day. I explained to Catan what it meant, but he just looked at me with a confused expression. Well, it doesn't matter if he really doesn't understand. It won't make a difference as long as I make it back. Man, by the end of the game, there's gonna be no friggin' NPCs in town because they've all been drafted. Even a Bronio Island, you say? I don't like the sound of this. It's just gonna be all women and children. And then Ring can start indoctrinating all the women into his frickin' ever-growing harem. There's no trace of such a sudden change in the ecosystem, even the records from 50 years back. But why now? Did Kenneth know why this was happening? Has that something to do with why he disappeared? Oh, no idea whether he's alive or dead. And you still haven't given up on him. You must care about Kenneth very much. What? You got it all wrong. Kenneth and I are just, you know, fishing buddies. Methinks the lady doth protest too much. Looks like my hunch was right on the mark. Miss Annabelle. Yes? I deeply regret my earlier actions. I was doing you a disservice. You may consider your engagement to my son, Willem, null and void. If your family objects, I'll smooth things out with them. I would much prefer you to follow your heart in regard to Kenneth. Thank you? What's going on? I've never even told Kenneth how I feel, but now his father knows? Someday Annabelle's life will calm down a little, but that day is not today. I think I remained oblivious as my son had built such a wonderful relationship. You must return, Kenneth, for Annabelle's sake. Annabelle's one of the best NPCs, I would say. Like, she has a great arc, going back to even like, you know, the start of CS1, where she's just like a random person you can find in like the end. Very cool. What am I doing? I never even told Kenneth how I feel. Now his father knows? How does that make any sense? Everything's out of order. I don't even know where Kenneth is right now. Think she's gonna be lost in thought for a while. Hey, but Reen has fish. What up, it's your boy Reen. He's got some fish to turn in. Okay. Is it just Reiner? Or did I talk to you? The idea of soldiers from St. Arca left. It's a relief, to be honest with you. They keep pressuring us to contribute more to the war effort. We're still one step away from the war, and the uncertainty of when it might begin is terribly nerve-wracking. When is our army going to clash with Calvert? How will our lives be affected? How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Instructor Reiner, what are you doing here? I didn't almost call you Instructor, shut up. I'm here on business, what else? I heard of what happened in Ordis, about Her Highness and the other person being confined, and the conversation with Governor Regnitz, too. It really got me fired up. Decided to look into things in case there was any information we could use to build a case against the government. Even a remote town like this isn't free from conscription and requisitioning orders, so it must be hard on them. Yeah. Fortunately, stopping the war outright is beyond the Inspectorate's purview. If we can expose the government's unlawful actions, that may help. Could disrupt their schedule, perhaps even change the course of the war in a small way. Or maybe I'll just get arrested. Who knows? Rest assured, I'll be doing everything in my power. Thank you. Really appreciate any help you can give us. Yeah, I do want to see the line with Machias. Where? Yeah. When's our autosave? I just want to load a save before we talk to him. Go away, Gaia. Sorry, we'll get you back in a second, buddy. It's time for Machias to talk to the one person in the world that actually knows him. Reiner, is that you? What are you doing here? Oh, I'm here on business. What else? I heard about having an Ortus. Got me fired up. Wish I could overthrow the government like that. Even a town. Yeah. That's it. There we go. Look, at least you get 2 lines. Thank you. Really appreciate any help you can give us. Hey, Reen said that last time. Don't sweat it, Machias. We're all working towards the same goal, right? Sure, our paths are connected, so let's do our best. Together. Of course. Alright, just about to talk to all the residents. He's out to meet with the mayor and hear things out properly, and then, I think he's busy with something. We shouldn't interrupt. Reiner's a tireless worker. You can bet he'll have something useful for us in time. Maybe. Oh wait, I didn't talk to you? There's an odd rumor going around the village. They say that all over the Empire, people have started acting strangely, becoming irritable and aggressive for no reason. Maybe it's due to stress they've been bottling up for too long. I'd be fine with that explanation. Unfortunately, no, it's not that. You got any monsters for me at Dreknor Fortress to fight? Oh, hello, Nighty. Ah, how nice to see all of you. But considering the circumstances, I would imagine you'd still be laying low. We're not here to cause any trouble. We were just in the neighborhood and thought we'd look in on things. I hope we didn't interrupt you two if you were saying your goodbyes. I just came to give Father and Nightheart some good luck charms, that's all. From the sound of things, the 4th Division has some hard times ahead of them. I don't have the strength that you do, but I still want to help in any way I can. There's more strength than just military might, Fiona. Have I ever told you about the radio? Not a day goes by that I'm not inspired by your kindness and strength of heart. I imagine that goes for the general, too. I must admit, your boldness can get you into trouble. I wouldn't be drastically opposed to you trying to rein that in a little. Nightheart, well, I can't promise that, and I do promise to find my own way of supporting you. This isn't what we came here for. It's nice to see this little chapter of their love story. You're right about that. And we should bring Elliot. Just so that he can demonstrate that he's not a freaking weirdo like Green who doesn't care about his sister's love life. Another point in the books for Elliot. To add to the 1 hour long rant that's coming in the tier list about how Elliot's better than your waifu. But y'all aren't fucking ready for that yet. You just know it's coming. Where am I going? Tell you, the tier list video for the Cold Steel series is going to be 5 hours long, and 1 hour it's just going to be how Elliot's better than your favorite character. Elliot, Reen, how nice to see you all. Though considering the circumstance, I would imagine you'd still be laying low. By the way, what brought you to the fortress, Fiona? There's more to strength than just military might. How have I told you about the radio? Okay, you all say the same thing pretty much? Even with everything that's going on, they're still finding a way to make the relationship work. I'm glad. See, he's like a fucking normal dude. Elliot, be a normal person, 2022 challenge, actually fucking possible. I always lose track of time to listen to Miss Fiona play. Her music has a bold quality that stirs the heart. It's just the kind of performance you'd expect from the General's daughter. In any case, you can count on me to see Miss Fiona home safely. I'll be right here when she finishes her conversation with Lieutenant Colonel Nightheart. Please take care out there. I'll pray for your success. Elliot, you probably don't need me telling you this, but don't do anything too risky. Of course, don't worry, Fiona. On another note, Lieutenant Colonel, what can you tell me? Can you tell me what's going on with Alan? Physically speaking, he's perfectly fine. But the curse, it's eating away at the Empire for centuries. Freeing him from its grip will be no easy task. Worse yet, the incident occurred only further cemented his decision. Though I imagine the compelling part of the curse played a part. Colonel, words won't get us anywhere. I intend to take action, doing all I can as a superior officer and former instructor. That is merely my path. A different one awaits you and your allies, Shorzer. Find it, follow it, and see where it leads. We will, thank you. I'm really worried about Alan, but I'll just have to put my faith in Lieutenant Colonel for now. So, Nightheart, what is your plan? I'm going to strap him up down to the dungeon, and then feed in Baby Shark on a loop for 24 hours. Eventually, his mind will shatter. And then we can rebuild him, make him stronger. Via the power of the radio. Okay, so we got Saint Art. Man, we're gonna be done with like talking in like record time. Oh, the Toaster gets one. And Laura and Altina and Kurt and Magius and what's your name? The Princess, Alphen. But like, where's my monster? Like, hey yo, where's my monster at? Oh, we could do Elliot Gaius real quick. Who's in the party right now? Oh, Gaius is gone. But we'll do that later, because they're not even set up. Well, Elliot, you're still set up, right? Okay, I need to remember not to unset you up. Have we used this attack yet? I don't know. I saw a monster.
It looks scary. Watch out.
Oh my gosh, he's in a big freaking mech.
Now.
The Divine Song.
Divine Song!
Yeah.
That's still not fast enough. Elliot! What the hell, man?
Arcus activate.
All right.
You know anything? You can Fortuna, but death just in time. Reen, you're fine. You'd never die. You see, the thing is that your speed... Oh, hello. I didn't even know you existed. What do you do? Okay, so you heal, give CP still. I think that's maybe slightly more expensive. Delay, feint, random stat down large. That's kind of interesting. Fucking charge.
You're not! Here I come! Ah! They're down!
Oh. It's fine. Elliot doesn't need an arts buff to send you to the fucking Shadow Realm. The sun. Oh, is he gonna drop the sun on him? Okay, that one's pretty cool already. Get Cassius. Nerd. Okay, the damage, not the best, but
Take this!
that's probably the coolest looking one.
Ow!
My turn.
What was its power? Oh, I didn't even look. Oh, we can't even check right now? Alright, I don't really want to, like, fight you.
Let's keep going.
Or I don't care about winning. What is its base power? I know how to check these things. 300? So it's weaker than whatever the other one is. I can't remember. I think it was like 320. Yeah, Frozen Epoch. What's the effect? It removes positive effects and burns. Honestly, I think the best is probably still this one. The all stats up for 3 turns is just so good, plus the CP. Okay, we'll do Trial Chest in a later video. For now, we're just gonna keep talking to NPCs. I still wonder, where's my cryptid? Don't tell me there's no cryptid to fight. I don't buy it. But I don't remember, they didn't have like a pop-up, right? That was like, so-and-so is now open? Or did they? Because that's how they let you know where they were in the other sections. You go on the first part of the highway? Cryptid? Cryptid? Magic Knight? Anybody? Whoops. I think when we checked this area, we had access to this last time, right? I guess I have to check because it won't let me see the upper elevation on just the mini-map. I guess we're going to teleport to the shrine. Okay, so no monsters here. Anything at Hamel? Kinda expected there to be, but I expected there to be something at Hamel eventually, right? Maybe not? I mean, it could be that there's not a cryptid slash magic knife fight for this, section of the story. I guess it's possible. Performance the other day was truly something special. That music was enough to warm the heart. It spoke to our humanity. Lately, the only thing I've been able to feel is hatred towards the Republic. But since that performance, the storm raging inside my mind has cleared, and I feel all the better. Emperor Astorius wasn't a prisoner of anger and despair. He built the old capital with the desire for peace. I want to emulate that wisdom of his, and try and find a passage of peace with Calvard. I was possessed by the curse before, but its influence seems to be weakening now. Bro, Elliot's the greatest character. Another point for him. It could be because of the recital afterwards. If Emperor Astorius had given in to rage and despair, St. Arc would have never sprung into existence. I wish to emulate his wisdom. Even in the current situation, we can find our way towards peace. So the idea of there being like a way to like actually counter the curse through like good vibes, it does really make me wish the idea, you know, that kind of talked about in the Reflections video, the idea that Oliver gave like a final speech before he died, and then as all the students disseminated out through the Empire, they spread his message. Like, I feel like that would be really cool, still. Like, to give his death, like, more meaning. And now, of course, that would require actually, you know, like, committing to his death. Which, I mean, at the very least, even if they do bring him back, they've committed to it for more than 5 seconds, at least. I don't know. I'm still waiting for the, we're being attacked by monsters, and then there's the loot strung. Oh, by God, that's Oliver Lindheim's music. He's got a steel frickin' chair. Rex, I didn't know you were in St. Arc. Hey, news breaks and I'm here. And the Imperial Defense Force withdrawal is big news. There's also been movement in Eastern Erebonian, but Fidelio's taking point on photography there. Nobody really cared if he came back, so he's just gonna be referred to off screen. Haven't heard Fidelio's name in a while. He was the head of the photography club, right? I heard he joined the Chronicle the year before you did. Pretty amazing you both became photojournalists. Right, Fidelio's been working with Norton, getting some amazing shots. At least he was, until Norton started acting all weird. They split up after that. You think that might be the Great Twilight? Reporters being effective, it could spread misinformation throughout Zemuria. Honestly, it's not just Norton who's acting weird. Tons of journalists are just off lately. Hell, even the atmosphere in the office keeps getting more and more wrong. So I'm out here, hitting the streets all over the Empire, looking for something that'll bust the story wide open. Crucial moment for us journalists. One way or another, things are never going to be the same. Wow. Things sound pretty rough right now, but we'll be wishing you luck. Let us know if there's anything we can do to help out. Thanks, and right back at you. Also, Rex, Reen needs to have a word with you. In private, so preferably an alley where nobody can see what he's about to do. Reen's students have informed him that you had a picture of Reen's sister, and Reen would like to remind you nobody fucks his sister but him. Nobody's allowed to even interact with her but him. I can tell you, Elise had stood no fucking chance. Like, she didn't even get a chance to have, like, a normal freaking relationship with a member of the opposite sex, because Reen fucking... it's like a shadow hanging over her. Do we have this? Yeah, we do. We moved these books that'll boost morale for war onto the front of our displays the Imperial Defense Force commanded. But I'm not the sort of person to bend to pressure. I line them up right next to the works like working together hand in hand and learn about Calvard. This is a secondhand bookstore after all. If I dig around a bit, I might be able to find some out-of-print books in storage. Well, this doesn't count as anti-government activity, right? Bang! Instantly taken out. Maybe I should be a bit more subtle about my arrangement. We're gonna come back later and the whole thing's just burned to the ground. Book Lady never exists. We don't know what you're talking about. No one by the name of Book Lady was ever here. Apparently the 1st Armored Division is performing field exercises at Titus Gate. 16th Armored Division has joined in on the exercises as well, according to the latest rumors. If the stories are true, it's clear this is something more than regular military exercises. No doubt this is one of the dragon heads of the Imperial government's Operation Jormungand. Well, as the war draws closer, we're getting a much better picture of things. Before they announce the war, there'll always be performers in Cathedral Square and inside the cathedral. The group that came by, the Black Rabbit and the Red-Headed Hares, was it? It's been a while since I had something like that, and it was a good change of pace. Wait, you haven't gotten a draft order, but you're still gonna sign up? Why? Sales have been down, now our truck's been requisitioned. As I am now, I'm just a burden on you. This damages my pride as a man. I don't want to drag you down. If I become a soldier, at least there'll be some mirror coming in. You're such an idiot. I'd never think that you were dragging me down. We're a family. We support each other through thick and thin. When you're in trouble, I'll help you. And I know that when you're in trouble, you'll help me. Azumi, you're right. I got it. I'll drop this and find a path that won't make you worry about me. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought it up. Now, next time this Reen fella talks to us, we'll definitely have been drafted. So it'll be kind of like a little weird, but yeah. I mean, you just know next time we talk to him, he's gonna be like, I've been drafted. What's gotten into my husband? Bursting into the store and saying things like that really isn't him. But I'm relieved that he seems to have thought things over. We had to support each other when times get rough. It's embarrassing, but what she said has really cheered me on. Sorry for the ruckus. Shouldn't have done that during store hours. Please continue shopping at Rozumi's luxury food store. You say your goods are luxury, yet you sell the same thing everyone else does. Curious. Really makes you think. Alright, let's take a sip of the sauce before we continue with our NPC adventures. Hey, I don't even know what our quests are. I don't remember. I know how to check them. I've played these games. Oh yeah, there's the Phantom Thief B one! And then at the Raquel Junction. And there's a big monster on Old Lemare Road. Did I go to Old Lemare Road? I think there's a cryptid there. Any cryptids around these parts? Yeah, you're just the quest one, I think. Can deliver some special brandy and grape juice from Ulster today, you know. Okay, yeah. You said that last time. What are the ingredients for pizza? Is it like cost effective to just buy them instead? Yeah, you do need hearty powders, and I don't have hearty powders. Honestly, I'll buy a few pizzas. God, we have so much fucking money. What the hell? I mean, CS2 was like that as well, right? Where it just like started throwing money at you like hand over fist once you got into like the free roam section, or I don't know how you describe Act 2. What the hell are you? Ooh, you're a big spooky ghost. It's a freaking dust snore, dude.
Looks strong. Let's be careful.
Yeah, we'll fight you later. I just wanted to check in. Anything on Ulster? Probably not. Anything on the canyon roads? Isn't that just where that quest was? I mean, it looks like we can go over there on the mini-map, but...
It looks pretty tough. Let's watch out.
Yeah. Now, the fact that it's not like a close... Okay, maybe it says there's a thing, so maybe we can go over there eventually. Alright. Take me back to St. Ark. But not the hotel. The hotel will wait. We'll do that next video. Hello everyone, I heard the last recital through the window of my cathedral, or of the cathedral. I don't really own the place, like I mean I wish. It really eased my soul. Thank you, everything was put together on short notice, but I think I managed to put on a good performance. The Imperial Defense Force is gone, so now we can put performances without any restrictions. I hope to hear the Black Rabbit and the red-haired hares again soon. I'm sure that'd make Fiona happy too. Oh, we should bring Altina for these conversations. We'll go ahead and talk to everyone first, but I just want to see what she has to say about getting complimented. Service in the waterways in the field at this age is tough. Looks like we can at least put right the soil the monster disturbed. If my sister gives me some ointment for my muscle pain, I'll be able to get back to work. I heard from Fiona that the recital went well. The curse pushes its way into the cracks in people's hearts. To put it another way, if a heart is fulfilled, the curse will have no effect. Okay. Perhaps there are some who had holes in their hearts filled by your music. I mean, at least they offer like a cursory explanation of why some people don't get affected, I guess. Even though the cathedral is struggling with her own medicine shortage, but like, what is the little girl in Crossbow? What are the holes in her heart? They're still working to help churches in other areas, even though there are people close to me trying to support the war. I've only been concerned with protecting the family name and our wealth. It's a grave sin to only consider your own safety in a country about to be rocked by war. Even if it's a bit late, I should start searching for something I can do to help. I was only thinking of myself, even though there are people nearby who are in need. Even if it's a bit late, I should start searching for something I can do to help. Alright, let's bring Altina to talk to the lady. As soon as I remember how to load autosaves. Then you'll all be sorry. I think that's maybe technically after we talk to her. Whatever. Just take me back here. It doesn't really matter. I just want to make sure that, because I feel like sometimes if you don't have your first conversation with them, the dialogue might not change. Because sometimes characters just have unique, like, variations of the dialogue for the first time you talk to them. And that doesn't display when you talk to them again. Like, it won't repeat. Go away, Crow. You haven't had anything to say. And granted, we're already almost done with talking anyway, so we can afford to do a bit of stalling. Hello, everyone. Thank you. Altina? We will consider it if the chance arises. Oh, Altina. She's gonna be famous. And you mentioned the music, but you didn't have any lines for Elliot? Okay. The Count often says there's power in art. However, it doesn't matter how great a masterpiece you create when there's not a soul to admire it. What should I do now that a blockade stands on my path as an artist? Oh, the emotion threatens to burst right out of me. I feel so powerless. I have this overwhelming desire to express myself on canvas. I want to put aside whatever has happened and take up the brush. My path as an artist has been completely blockaded. I can hardly bear it. I have to get these feelings onto canvas so I can clear my heart. I've been so distraught since my master set out for war, but hearing that performance made me realize I just can't spend my life crying. It's my job to have faith in my master, after all. I think your job is like clean the clothes, actually, but... Freshness of the fruit, the rich aroma, this juice is amazing! Why my farm better kick things up a notch if we want to keep up. It's a real shame stall's got to close down soon. You got a great thing going here. Well, I really appreciate that. You want to buy 18 gallons of juice? You're not the only one that I've heard that from. There's been quite a few people upset over our closing. If we could just get enough together, get enough mirror and inventory, we might be able to survive. In that case, how about you work with me to keep the stall open? Our supplies got a requisition too, and maybe we can turn this around. Wow, I never thought of that before. You might be onto something. The juice stall was something we used to do as a side job for the farm work, but now it's become an impressive second source of income. It'd be great if we could work together and rebuild this thing. St. Ark Airport lies ahead. There's nothing Reen hates more than trains and airports. He doesn't want to see them. Get him out of his frickin' face. My husband should have arrived at the food agency in the capital about now. He worked there for over 30 years, and since then he's never lost his passion for the work. I'm beyond glad that we finally get to spend more time together, but he's always thinking of the country's future. It's one of the things I love about him. That's why I want him to talk to the food agency so he has no regrets. They pressured him into retirement before. I wanted him to speak with them one last time so he can leave with no more regrets. The concert was so amazing, I can still hear the music in my ears. I want to practice and get as good as Miss Fiona. What about Mr. Elliot? I think I've gotten a little better since last time. What do you think? That was amazing. I can tell how hard you must have been practicing. Gonna need some more practice to play the piece all the way to the end, but still. Magonna. When I play the violin, Mama and Rico and everyone else get these big smiles on their faces. That's what gives me the push I need to play right to the end. That performance is absolutely stunning. I'm working such a sweet smile listening to those beautiful instruments and the singing too. I feel like all the tension and knotting around my heart was finally melting away. Etta couldn't get enough of it. She's practicing the songs they played now over and over. Made me remember that no matter how tough things get, we can't forget to smile. Oh, you thought Reen and his like superpowers are gonna be the one to save the Empire? Wrong. It's fucking Elliot and his violin. I've been saying since the start of CS1, Elliot's like an elder god, and he proves it time and time again. Oh, the ancient curse? Yeah, I can solve that. Just give me fucking 8 minutes, someone who can barely sing and my violin. I shouldn't say can barely sing, has little practice singing, I should say. Contractor returned from a delivery to Dreknor Forge was complaining earlier. The young officer was screaming at him that receiving a draft order is a great honor. I understand what the officer was trying to say, but don't you think he was being too extreme? He needs to understand that we're civilians. We never needed to have the resolve to put our lives on the line like this. He shouldn't lump us together with soldiers who routinely lay their lives down for the country. Young officer, that has to be Alan. He's a member of the well-known elite 4th Division. To think the curse could even overpower his mental fortitude. We have to do something, and soon. But like, are the Erebonian soldiers really laying down their lives for the country? I mean, like, it depends on what you mean by for the country. So the country can remain its sovereign independence? No. So the country can, like, expand and make money? Yeah, I guess. Dad suddenly stopped telling his stories. I was kind of relieved at first. In dark times like these, I'm starting to want to hear them again. Those stories of his may have been a pretty good way to lighten the atmosphere. Dad stopped telling his fairy tales. I was relieved at first. But thinking about how tough things are nowadays makes you want to relax by listening to fanciful stories, you know? True. Oh, he's so sad. Coil might end up hating me if I keep telling fairy tales. Sad as it makes me, I'll stop with the stories. Oh, Coil, why have you grown into a man without imagination? In the past, his eyes would light up when I told a story. That's the rebellious phase. I'll have to see it through. Why is that fucking so sad? Oh my god. Oh, we have so much Mirage? Anybody need these slots upgraded? Okay, I mean everybody does. And we still have characters with level 0 slots. That should be it. It's just new class 7 who had level 0s, and you... I don't think we really need time for anything right now. I think we have enough Action 3s to set up a full squad, for the most part. We can go and upgrade that. Granted, I guess Reen really shouldn't be main priority for upgrading slots, because he doesn't really use mana for anything, but... Traff, you joining the army and going to war? I don't want you to, you could die! I know that, but these are the orders of the government. I don't get a choice, I have to obey. I see. In that case, I'm going to read your fortune. I want to know if you'll come back from the war in perfect health or if you'll get back without getting hurt. It says you'll come back from the war in perfect health. What a relief! I don't think you really gave the fortune an option to say otherwise, but even so, thank you. Never thought I'd get cheered up by the very same fortune-telling methods that I taught her. Honestly, it doesn't feel bad. I guess it's down to me to make the fortune come true or return home safely. I'm so glad that Traff is cheering up a little. I just don't like that the government is forcing people to fight in the war, even if they don't want to. Hello. Kaiser Dice, what were you thinking? I'm a horse. I'm glad you're back to your docile self after all that. I guess we had to revert that firmware update. There's still something on your mind, isn't there? Something that doesn't quite feel right. I wonder what you're saying. Only understood you. He wonders what you're saying? Because his name is Wonder? Raph truly doesn't discriminate. I think even you'd get a card. It's incredibly frustrating that we're losing a trainer as skilled as yourself. Alright, it's not as the old drunkard like me will be any help on the battlefield. Guess all I can really do is my part and look forward to the races after the war. Anyway, let's get down to business. That incident when Kaiser Geist went crazy has got me thinking. Right now, what he and his rider need is a place to relax and deepen their bond together. And if we could turn him back into that sick fucking demon horse again, we'd definitely smoke everyone. I was thinking of taking them to the Nord Highlands. Maybe then they can get some training in. Nord, eh? I think it's a fine idea, but there's soldiers crawling all over the place. Just getting there's going to be tough in times like these. I might be able to help with that. Lucky for us, I have some soldier friends at Zinder Gate. I should be able to put in a good word. Would you really? This is how it should be. I'll leave the rest of you, Nons. By the time you come back from your military stint, I'll have made them into an unstoppable duo. First up, some training at the Nord Highlands. I can't wait. Reen, can we go to Nord for reasons? I have to make all the desserts in Nash's absence. It pains me to admit it, but he's twice the past year I'll ever be. Of course, he can probably only got so good at cake making to impress girls. It's humiliating to lose to a lech like him. Wonder if Nash has got my letter yet. Hope it really lets a fire under his ass. Okay, so we've still got antiques in the apartment, and then we're pretty much done. And we finished our talking in this section in like record time. Well, got my draft papers. Count me in with all the rest. I always thought I was ready, but it's tougher to stomach than I thought. I just gotta try and keep myself alive out there. Oh, and feel free to keep using the guild's temporary branch, alright? Hope it can be of help to you. Well, before I set off for the conscription office, better spruce up the place. Sent a letter to my son and his wife. I told them I'd look after Rand until they reconsider their attitudes for the sake of her education. Paying me to write it, but I couldn't leave my dear granddaughter in the care of such fanatics, even if they are parents. I just hope that this will shake them back to their senses after the way they've been acting. I don't want Rand to become someone with no morals who rejoices in war. I hope there's a chance for my son and his attitude and his wife to change their attitudes. Yo, what up, Mr. Bed? I'm turning on the computer. It's an old computer. Yeah, I know. And kid's not here. Wait, did we go to the Noble District? Yeah, we haven't gone to the Noble District yet, so we still have that. But then we're almost done. What's over this way? Oh yeah, this is just the way to the forest. Think there's anything in the forest? Can we teleport to the forest? Maybe? Yeah? Nope. Nothing in the old forest. Oh, I didn't go to the antiques. Marcus Bell's got a keen eye for quality work. If you're looking for a true connoisseur of the aesthetic world, it had to be Phantom Thief B. He can do anything from detecting forgeries to recognize true art of true merit. I won't take this man on defending her. Mind you, thievery is completely unforgivable, full stop. But if Phantom Thief B were not a criminal, I'm sure I'd have enjoyed a one-on-one conversation with him. Yeah, I don't know how to get white smoothies. Do we want any of this stuff? And we want the bells, I guess, or the upgraded bells. And a rage. A rage would be pretty cool. We have 58 U materials? What the hell? How did we get so many? Did we have like 12? Oh yeah, no, we've had like 40 something for a while. Because I remember saying that we could make an Abyss Shadow if we wanted to, which we probably should. Actually, now that I think about it, if we have that many U materials. Okay, so we gotta unequip one of our emblems. Oh my god, it's back. Yeah, I'm not gonna give it to you because we're not gonna use you, Elliot. You can just stay in the party for now, but... Hey, we never did our regular talks on the Merkaba as well. So I think that's one of the reasons why the talking's made me feel like it's gone so fast. Because that's a decent amount of time there, not even doing the bond events, but just the regular talkie talks. I don't think we did those last video. I don't really remember. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and call it here, actually, since there is still a decent bit of talking to do. We'll do the Noble District, do our quest, and then pivot back to talking to people on the Merkaba. I guess I'll also set up our party. I don't know who we're going to use. Like, combat-wise, honestly, no, we're going to put in Gaius, and I guess we'll keep Tieta and Aga, and Agate, and then I guess you two. We'll roll with what we had. But yeah, I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.